One.
Hello, hello. We are back with Terra Nullius here with some side stories, and I think we just navigated ourselves into a water spout, into a vortex.
Is Alyssa in the right spot in the overlays?
No, she isn't. Of course, she isn't. It's my fault. Sorry. Whoops.
Caleb, why do I have to remind you to do your job?
I'm not even gonna respond to that. Anyway. Yeah. So you guys went into a vortex. That's the thing that happened. So
exciting.
I think what we get is suddenly there's just the sound of like, it's like the sound of a waterfall. Like it's just pouring like water just everywhere. It's just like a stream of water. That's all we see in the camera. That's just all we hear. And then we see like the starlight kind of, I guess, zoom out. I guess the camera does. We see the starlight come like out of this like water spout. Like it's like going around it and going in and out of it. And we see like, it's just insane. Like we see like a sailor just like fly off and like land in the water and just drown.
Scream.
Yeah, Wilhelm scream. Yeah, and we see like Gregor holding onto this rope for like dear life. Saori like turn the wheel. Grett, we see you as like the one like beacon of hope in this like whole situation. You're like grabbed onto the rail like as tight as you can, like holding up your mace like a torch. And then we get a shot. We get a shot of the monks inside the bunk, and Yi like standing over them, and we see the room just like devolve into chaos. So the monks just like start flying everywhere, and like as they're like rocked back and forth. Yi is the only one who's like rock solid, right? Because she has these like shoes that will keep her in place, and so she's like moved up like this, but like not her feet like stay put. It's honestly, it might break your ankles now that I'm thinking about it. Make a strength save.
A strength save? Would this not be like acrobatics or something?
My other ankle.
Well, I guess it depends on what you're gonna do. How are you trying to mitigate the damage of this?
I mean, I would try and do some like fancy footwork as it's rocking. I wouldn't just like stay there completely.
Yeah, you can make an acrobatics check.
Thank you. 25. I think my ankles are intact.
I think they are.
Ankle goodness.
That was so bad.
Yeah, like,
that was awesome.
Somehow that worked. I don't know how, but it worked.
Somehow with Ryan doing it, I'm laughing and not booing.
Yeah.
Oh, so with him it's fine, but when I make...
Pretty much, that's exactly what she's saying, yeah.
It's true.
Okay, Seth, I boo at him too, so it's fine.
Good.
So we see the monks like flying back and forth. But they're still chanting, like they're still like doing this chant even as they're like flung back and forth, and so they're like standing up and like grasping the bunks, and they're still like just chanting this prayer. And we see Clement, and he's one of those people he's like grabbing like the wall, and like I think he kind of like looks up at you, Yi, and like locks your gaze with you, and then he says, "Something is coming."
Can I make an insight check?
Sure, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, that was good. He is seeing like some sort of vision or something, you're guessing, and he like he's like danger sense sort of thing.
Okay. How do we stop this?
Come with me. And then he goes to like go to the door and like open it up, and then another rock sends him flying backwards. He hits the wall, slides down, he's unconscious.
I go over and I feed him my potion of greater healing.
Oh, okay. All right, sounds good.
Does he wake up?
Yeah, he wakes up. Yeah. And he kind of like blinks, and he says, "We need to go now." And he like kind of like struggles to like get up and like make his way towards the door again, like wobbling back and forth.
I kind of, if we're walking like along the wall, I'll walk on the wall and kind of like support him.
Sure.
As we're walking.
Sure, yeah.
On the wall.
So we see we get a shot of the outside again, and we see you guys basically like almost like you start to go out of this like vortex, and so there's like this kind of like pool, like dip of water, right? Like a vortex, except at the center of it is this water spout that just goes straight up. And so we see the Starlight like start to like make its way out of this vortex, and like it almost seems like you'll make it out. And like we see Saori just like grunting and grunting and grunting, like trying to push this thing. Make a another check with strength, another proficiency check.
Quick question: can I yell out to Klaus to come help me?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, Klaus.
So you can do it with advantage. Well, okay, so you yell that. You don't know where Klaus is.
Dang it!
You don't see him.
So you want me to make a what check?
Well, I mean, you can like make a perception check or make something like to try to find him, but in your initial like look, you just look around, you don't see him anywhere.
Okay, I guess I'll roll perception. I'm rolling not so great today.
Yeah, I think like you see him. You think you see him, and you're not entirely sure. Like you look. You see someone like stumble into the catapult you have on the deck there, and then just like stumble into the door of like a cabin that's like right below where you're standing, and then like he maybe didn't hear you or something.
All right, well, I mean, I guess I'll just try to do it myself then.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Do it.
So what do I need to roll?
Roll that proficiency water vehicle with strength. There you go. All right, so what happens is you manage to break through the vortex. So you go out of like this vortex, and you start like going around the very rim of it. And you're like, okay, all right, I can do this. We just have to like go around enough times, and then like ride the
use the momentum to
use the momentum to shoot out, right? Like that's your plan. You're like going around. But then, Grett, make a perception check for me.
Glad to make perception check. Glad is not paying attention.
All right, sounds good. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Don't forget to click your token.
Yeah, so Ryan, click your token, and then roll initiative.
What the heck is my token? I'm looking at my character sheet.
Should be on the map there. Should be a little token that has a picture of you. Yeah.
Click on that and then click. I've never seen this button before. What is this thing?
Ooh. Not great.
Of all the times for me to crit, it had to be during initiative of all things.
Where is initiative?
Right now. Okay, there we go. I was about to say I don't know where the top of the deck is.
Putting y'all where you'd be.
I can't even find initiative on here.
It's above your current hit points.
Yep. So be clicking on your token, and then yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that wasn't a very good roll. So.
It's weird. It says I have 1.12 initiative to begin with.
It's based on your dex modifier.
So that's. Yeah, so
right.
Basically that's your dex score. So it uses a tiebreaker. So if someone else had gotten a 2 but had a higher dexterity from you, they would go first. So, yep.
Wait, Alyssa, does Saori have a dex of 20?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I only have a 19.
Only 19.
How rude.
What in the world? It's Casper, the friendly water ghost.
Boy.
You wish. So what happens is nobody notices this, but I think the camera, sees this basically like from the water spout, like a section of it just like breaks off, and suddenly there's like a gaping hole in this water spout, which just like seems to defy physics for a second. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like it's like literally it was like a tree and someone took a chunk out of it, but then it like slowly starts to like the water starts to wrap around it again, and then it becomes like a full spout again. But this chunk of water coming out from the spout that's like swirling and twirling starts to like almost like it's like the scene in Avatar, the Kyoshi Island episode where Katara like water bends backwards. It's like that, just like over the ocean towards the ship, and suddenly this thing is just like right in front of Grett. Just this like embodiment of the storm. Here, let me roll a shoot for it.
I'm upset that it doesn't look like something that I'm going to be able to stab very well. I feel like water monsters.
I'm there with
Stabbing
you.
isn't very effective. Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm only allowed to crit initiative.
Say, I think only Gregor would be another person who might be able to notice that this thing's coming. So make a perception check for me, Gregor. Here, let me. Let's see. What did you get? You got a 7. Yeah, I think you're the only one who can act in this surprise round, Gregor.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else is not going to be able to do so.
Guys, I should have prepared purified food and drink, because then I could have made the water elemental good.
I don't think that's how that works.
Push us out of the way.
I will make you pure water fiend.
I don't think that's okay.
Okay, so this thing just like, shoots towards you, and then it's gonna do a thing. So let's see. Ooh, perfect. So basically what it does is it goes right up to you, slams you. Let's see if...
Who slams who? Slams me?
Yeah, you, Grett.
I believe that misses.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay, cool. So it comes in, and you see at the very last second, Grett, like we just see you holding the mace as like a torch out in front of you, and then suddenly the water thing, like I think you turn around to just look at the ocean again, and like with your mace in hand, and then suddenly the light illuminates this, just like it's like a wave basically just like coming towards you, right? And so I think you just barely manage to just like move along the rail so that the water just like kind of like crashes into the rail next to you, and the rail just splinters. Like that, the force of this wave should not be enough to do that, but it looked super like applied. It just like blasted this rail out, and then it just engulfs you, like it just goes. You are now inside it. You're just in a wave, but it doesn't like subside. So you're just in water now, right? Like at first you just think this is a wave, but suddenly you're just in water, and you're like, wait, am I drowning? Like what's happening? Did I get swept out to sea?
Thought it missed.
Well, it did, but then it just moved into your space, and since it's water, it can just move over you. And then you can't do anything this turn, but then it just goes to Gregor. You see this happen.
Mm-hmm.
What do? You are still holding the very important rope.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna definitely try to like, oh, hold on. And I'm gonna try and toss the rope in that direction, like where I last saw him. I'm like,
so you're like assuming he's like drowning, and you like grab a rope and like throw it at him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 50-foot rope on me, so.
Oh well, there you go. Yeah, just spool out some rope and just.
Yep.
Okay, make a. Make a dexterity check. Yeah. Grett, make a dexterity check.
That has to be the one I have -1 too. Oh!
Oh.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I think you had a very bad throw, Gregor, but Grett managed to like see it in time and grab the rope.
That is quite the catch.
So yeah, you are now holding this rope. You just kind of like grab it as you're like in the water. And then it's the water elemental's turn again. Let's see. Wait, when does this happen? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, so on its turn, it's going to do this thing. So make a DC 15 strength saving throw, Grett.
DC 15?
Yep.
Correct.
So, you take 2d8 plus 4 damage.
Ooh.
All right, you take 16 damage.
Okay, I'm half dead.
Nice. You're also grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and unable to breathe unless it can breathe water.
Pretty sure I can't do that.
Yeah. So let's see.
You sure? Did you take it as like a feat during 4th level, maybe?
Nope.
Ooh, okay.
Amphibious.
Awkward.
Yes, Gregg saw that he was going on a ship and decided to grow gills.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gregor, you'll probably be able to like help him get out. And like provide advantage on his like roll to try to escape, but yeah, he's definitely grappled and drowning right now. So, but it is your turn now, Grett. What do you do?
Do I get advantage on attacks against?
No, it's Grett's turn. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Do I get advantage on attacks against it since I'm inside the freaking thing?
No. Well, let's hear. Let's look up the grapple condition just to make sure we're on the same page of what exactly is happening here. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect. You're also restrained, which means your speed also becomes 0 for that. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So.
I take it, if I'm currently drowning, I can't use any verbal spells.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
I feel like that would make you drown faster.
That takes out every single one of my spells.
Well, couldn't you technically use one verbal spell with the air that's left in your lungs?
Yeah, I think you can do one before you run out of air.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
That was
okay.
drown. Wait, what's that?
You probably have to make a check anyway, also, to say the words right, because it's kind of hard to say the magical words right.
I'm just going to swipe at it. Since I had my mace out anyway, I'm just going to swipe at it with my mace.
Do it with disadvantage then.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh
yeah.
Let's see. Yep, I hit.
If this even does damage to it. 9 bludgeoning.
All right. It does...
half damage.
Not as much damage as you thought it was going to.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're just kind of like... I mean, it's about as effective as attacking water with a mace would be.
I don't have many options right now.
You're just thrashing around inside this thing. Okay, cool. So... Saori, what would you like to do? I think you notice now that Grett is now, like... being attacked by the ocean.
That's the adventure I wanted.
Let's see here. Let's see. My movement is 40, I think, so I can go 15, and then so I can get like right up to it. Do I want to though? Is the big question. Okay, question that I think I've never asked before. Is ki technically magic
In what term? Like, oh, you're talking about the difference
Like-
between like magical and non-magical weapons.
Right.
Unless there is a specific thing that allows your fists to become magical weapons, and it has a specific term, no, this isn't gonna do more damage.
Darn it.
Yeah, I think there's a specific thing that maybe you could get that could let you do that, but yeah.
Right. Darn. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go and try to hit this thing.
All right.
I don't know what good that's gonna do.
So are you just gonna leave the wheel?
I mean,
Do you call a sailor over to like take it
yeah,
for you?
I think I have to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think. So this is the thing. Unless you, so are you going to just leave the wheel and tell a sailor to grab it, or are you going to wait until the sailor comes over to grab it and then go?
Wait until a sailor gets there. That's what a good captain would do.
Okay, so that takes that's going to take like half of your move, so you can only move one move action
Okay.
in the time you have remaining.
Then I am gonna use.
Right, so you can move, but you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Right. Well, I could throw
You still have a
darts
bonus
at
action. Yeah, you could do that.
Darts at water.
Yeah. I mean,
him. I know.
Yep.
I mean, it's something.
I love how Saori's first reaction is just like throw little darts at the ocean.
I mean, her initial reaction would be to, like, she's probably like, okay, like on my way, like running there, she's gonna like throw darts at it.
Yeah,
just,
sure.
like, and then go up and attack it. So I mean,
Yeah.
she's just trying to do what she can.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so she'll go. So she'll wait for the sailor to get there. I think so. She'll use half her movement to get right there. I think is about where it is.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
my
about
feet. And then she's gonna throw a dart.
All right, do it. That does not hit.
Darn it.
Yeah, so you throw a dart and it just like swats it out of the air. Suddenly there's like an arm out of this. So it just looked like a blob of ocean water at first, but now like literally like a fist comes out and like swats it out of the air.
Great.
Yeah. So you step out
And
of the the bunk and you see Grett
Oh.
engulfed in water.
wow, okay. What is this like grid stuff? Can I stand on that?
That is, yeah, you can stand on it. It's like a grate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
That's
that
just great.
to fall into it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna stab at it. 19,
That's definitely a hit.
6, and then I'm gonna use sneak attack. Since Grett's in there. Another 5 damage.
Very nice. So
And
is
then-
that one attack and it did all of that damage?
I believe that's the sneak attack is just included in
Right, so it's
my
the
attack.
same attack and it does that amount of damage.
Yes.
Okay, so for purposes of tallying up the amount of damage and then having it, you did 11, and so you did 5.
And then I'm going to disengage and move back to there. The
So
end.
Yi runs up to the ocean, stabs it, and runs away.
I knew I couldn't trust it.
Yep. So Gregor, what do you want to do?
I want to stay away from that. I'm gonna pull as hard as I can on that rope.
Yay!
Okay, yeah. So I think you can make a roll then,
Okay.
to try to get him out.
do I need to
So make a strength check.
Okay, that's not saving throws. So just click on strength.
Yep.
What is it? Oh, right there. Word strength. Ugh.
No,
Ooh.
oof. Yes, you pull, but it's literally like keeping him in. So like it kind of like maybe you pull him out a little bit, but the water like goes up to like so he's still just in the water. Like he just kind of comes up to meet wherever you pulled him to.
I'm a die.
Maybe.
We're all gonna die at this
Been
rate.
like-
We
been
can't.
like 18
I'm the
seconds.
healer. I'm the cleric.
So are you still holding like the rope that's like to the sail or whatever?
Yeah. Well, I.
So you have like one hand holding that and then another hand like holding this other rope?
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. That's what I figured. So I
That's
think
why you don't have the strength to pull.
right. Make another strength check, this time for the sail.
For the sail.
All right. Yep. So you're definitely focusing more on the sail. You care more about the sail not falling off than Grett.
Cool.
Yeah. At least you have your
Alright.
priorities straight. It's all good.
I know what it's like to be Jordan now.
Yeah.
Enveloped by an enemy, slowly dying as everyone else is trying to save me.
Oh.
Yep. So so you're managing to keep the sail from not like breaking the mast. So that's good.
While that's happening, I'm gonna yell, "Oh, I need help over here!" Just maybe get another guy somebody to grab.
Right. Grab your rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think someone's gonna come over, and then your next turn you'll be able to probably release it. Okay. Cool. So, this water thing. Let's see. All right, you take another 2d8 plus 4 damage, Grett. Ooh, that was a really low roll.
That was
Whew.
Nice.
Yeah, so what do we see from Grett? Like, what is he doing? What does this look like on the inside of this water elemental?
Brett does not know how to swim.
Are you holding onto the rope, or what? Are you just?
I'm just going.
Just thrashing like a German man. I don't know how that looks different from any other man thrashing, but I don't know. So let's see. Let me see if this recharges, by the way. All right, so that recharges, so he can do that again, even if you get out of his space.
That's kind of rude of him.
So now he's gonna slam you 2 times.
Oh god.
Bye, Grett. This is why.
Goodbye, our cleric. Our only chance at actually beating this thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be down after this.
Oh, jeez.
Did both of those hit?
Yeah. Oh, actually, wait.
Only
One of them hits. Now that's right.
Okay.
I'm not toity. I have defense.
All right, you take 8 bludgeoning.
Hey guys, out of a 32, I'm feeling a 2.
Yeah, so so I don't know exactly how this works because the water elemental is kind of like punching itself because Grett is inside of it.
Wait, they had advantage against me. That's right. Oh, frick.
Oh.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Well, he has to roll more than 2. Wow.
He gets a +4 modifier to his damage, so
Yeah, so
I'm
I think
down.
what we see, right?
Does he hurt himself at all?
No, because actually what's happening, he's not like putting out arms and like punching himself. What he's probably actually doing is he's like just
compressing his water.
Yeah, exactly. Compressing the water down and just like pushing him to the ground. So suddenly like Grett's like thrashed about and then it slammed down to the ground and just like pressed into the deck. And then eventually Grett just like, and then I think you let go of your mace. We see you let go of your mace and then the light goes out.
Oh,
Except it
no.
doesn't. Does it?
I think I don't know.
Does it stay until you dismiss it?
Yeah, it's until dismissed.
Yeah.
Okay. So this floating, I think what it does is just kind of like spits it out to the side. So it's just like glowing torch, just like glowing mace. So that's its turn.
Caleb, why do you always insist on killing Seth's characters?
Seriously.
Hey, I've only
This
succeeded
is a problem.
once. I've only
First it was
succeeded once.
Moldrak. Moldrak got bitten in half. From
It's
me
true.
trying to be nice and say
That is the only time I have ever killed your character, Seth.
And this is gonna be. Oh, let's see. Should I make a death save? Let's make a death save.
It is your turn. So the issue here, you can't
You're
even make
also
a death
drowning.
save. You're literally drowning. Like, I don't. Let me look up the drowning rules here. Because like death save is like stabilization. Like there's no way that you can possibly be stabilized if you're literally drowning.
So do I just take a failed death save?
Maybe. Let's see.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
The environment.
This is not good.
Water.
Well,
Nope, that's
guys.
not what I want.
Had to roll poorly and trying to pull him in.
Welcome to your first session with Caleb, honey. It's great,
At least
right?
I'm not
Isn't it?
drowning.
You literally have 3 non-magical characters, and then the only magical character that could probably do some good damage to this
He's-
guy is now
Dying from magic.
so great.
Magic kills magic. It knew the serious threat. It took
Rock,
it out.
paper, magic.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wish that I had
Oh,
taken
here we
the other type of tradition where I have like one of the 4 elements.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Would have
Yeah,
one important-
Too bad I'm not an arcane trickster and I can have some spells. Oh well.
Hey, Alyssa, remember how I was saying I try not to get too attached to these side story characters?
Right.
We'll see what happens.
I can't find any rules for drowning. I don't
Make
know
'em
where
up.
they are. I guess. But I feel like the rules that I make up would be more strict than the actual rules.
I found something. Player handbook, the full suffocation rule. A creature can
Oh,
hold its
right.
breath for a number
Just
of minutes.
suffocation.
When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive a number of rounds equal to its constitution modifier. At the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 hit points and is dying. It can't regain hit points or be stabilized until it can breathe again. So, yeah, it sounds like I just take a failed death save.
Well, it doesn't say that's particularly. It just can't be stabilized. So
Yeah.
okay, let's do this. Let's have you make a death save, and if like this will count for if someone drags you out, then you will be stabilized. If you
Okay.
get your 3 successes, but let's see how many. Let's see, it's how many rounds until you suffocate.
The con modifier. So
What's your con modifier?
3?
So 18 rounds? No, 30.
But
It's-
I'm already
rounds.
Yeah, it's 4
I'm already
minutes.
at 0 hit points, so I'm not holding my
Right,
breath.
but this is.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess you just take a failed death save. Let's just do
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Failed death save 1.
Tick.
Oh no.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Saori.
Okay. Sarah's gonna do something stupid.
Yeah.
Plan stupid.
Woo, playing stupid.
Yay!
No,
I love playing stupid.
uh-oh.
Gonna go right up to it. She's gonna attack it with bow first. So my quarterstaff. 13.
Do it. That messes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna use a key point to use my Fury of Blows to make 2 unarmed strikes, and I want to use my inspiration.
Okay.
on this. So.
Oh, by the way, Gregor, Yi, and Grett, all of you just take inspiration if you don't already have it, because you've definitely done things that are like super inspiring. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my inspiration on this. So I need to make. So I get 2 unarmed strikes. So. Yeah, I guess I'll just roll this one first.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And then I get 1 more. I guess I don't take inspiration on the. I just used it, so that sucks. All right, here we go. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Playing stupid is not going well.
turns
Oh
out
my-
it's stupid.
crazily
Oh my
enough.
God, are you serious right now? I just did 3 attacks
Yeah.
on this thing and I missed.
It doesn't even have that high of armor class, honestly. Yeah.
I know, this is pissing me off.
Yeah, so you just, like,
Disengage.
Oh my
punch
God.
ineffectively at water. Yeah. So I guess that happens.
Gosh dang it. Because my plan was to hit it with an unarmed strike for you, Grett, and then that would push it away from you.
Oh, right. Because you have that.
'Cause it
Yeah,
takes
you're
it
right.
15 feet away from me. But, gosh. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, so the issue is if someone doesn't pull Grett out, he literally will just die on the next turn because the water elemental
He has to take the
automatically does
damage.
damage, and
Yeah.
it will just...
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get him.
all right,
That's
Yi.
how I can do my turn.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up to him. So that's 15 feet. So what would I do to try and pull him out?
Strength check.
Is that a... Oh, no. If I pull on the rope that Gregor is also pulling on,
I'm not holding
Yeah,
on
but
to it
he's
anymore.
not
could I
holding
get advantage?
I'm not holding on to it anymore.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, just kidding. Okay. Okay, so strength check.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, it's the same. Okay, here we go. I'll use my inspiration.
Okay. Yep,
we
there
go.
you go.
Okay, go
Yeah, you do it. No problem.
20.
Yep.
Okay.
So Yi
Okay.
plunges her arm into there, grabs his wrist, and just yanks him
And
out of there.
I'll use my bonus action to make sure I get him like all the way over here
Sure.
to dash, so I can drag him all the way over.
So, you didn't disengage,
I didn't.
which means that it's gonna make a slam attack on you as you
It's fine.
move away.
I'm saving Grett. Trying to be a better person than all my other characters are, who just leaves everybody.
I think that missed though, right?
It misses because I just put on my mithril breastplate that I found in the bag I'm
Oh,
holding
yeah.
because I took a feat so I could have medium armor. So my
Perfect.
AC is now 16.
Very nice.
Okay, so Seth, you can move Grett over next to me.
Okay, I can maximize the window now.
Yeah, so move him like right here. There we go. Yeah, that's where I would have dragged you.
But still has water in his lungs.
Sorry, I can't do anything to help that, but you're welcome. Saved your life. Kind
I'm
of.
just so mad that my attack didn't work.
It could have been you saving the day.
All right, Gregor.
All right. I will rage.
Ooh, oh.
I will take my war pick, and I guess I'm just gonna charge the thing. Like,
All
I
right.
don't know.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Yeah, so you hand off the rope to another sailor and just like rage.
I just-
What does it look like when Gregor goes into a rage?
Stairs, so you're flanking.
when he goes into a rage, I think his beard just goes to like a point. Jesus.
Super dwarven.
I don't know. I guess that his pickaxe starts to glow. I'm not
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm really interested in why all that happens. Yeah, sure.
sure. Yeah, and then so I'm going to
Honey,
attack.
honey, go on the stairs so we're flanking.
Oh, yeah. We go to there.
There you go.
All right, and then how do I attack? I've never used this before to attack.
You should have an attack in your character sheet. Let me
All I have
look.
to do is click on the war pick,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
but then I have rage too. Do I need to turn that on, or do I just have to?
No,
add it
just have them manually. Yeah, just kind of add it.
in? Okay.
Oh
That is
no.
a miss though.
All right.
Yeah. So you go over and swing your war pick at it, and it just kind of like goes
But-
ineffectively through the water.
But we're flanking though right now. So
Yeah, it-
So that gets advantage, which is still a 9.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Man, y'all are not doing the best here.
I mean, it's
Excuse me,
water.
I stabbed him real good, and I dragged Grett out. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing the best right now.
Lance is definitely not doing so great.
So
You're alive,
I
okay?
think
For
what
now.
I think what it does is it goes over Saori
Oh jeez.
and tries to whelm you. So make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Don't worry. At least he's not overwhelming you.
All right, that's a fail. All right, you take 2d8 plus 4 damage.
Crap.
Just take 11 damage. As it just, like, rolls over you. Suddenly, the ocean, your home sweet home, becomes a little bit more terrifying than you ever thought possible. Yeah, and that's all it does this turn. But, Grett, would you like to make a death saving throw?
Here goes nothing. If it will... There we go.
Whew, that's two
That's
fails.
2.
Okay, so clearly you need to use your inspiration next time.
Yep.
Saori?
Okay, so I have disadvantage right now, right? Because I'm grappled.
Yes, you're grappled, yeah.
Okay.
So you just want to try to hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can land that blow on him with the push away, that will help you.
Knock him right into me.
Well, will that take me with him?
Yeah, if you're grappled.
Yeah, I think I actually might. So, so you can try to use like athletics or something to try to escape. It's a DC 14. That's an action though.
I probably should have done that on my turns.
Okay. Yeah, because I can't use a key point to do that action unless I use the attack action. So, I mean, at this point, I think Saori just wants to save everybody, to be honest. So, I think she's gonna go for it. She's gonna do she's gonna use her quarterstaff for her first attack, like try to like wail it around, like get this thing off her. 14?
Yep, that hits.
Finally.
3 damage. And
Yep.
then she's gonna use another key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
All right, do it.
There we go.
There you
What
go.
was that?
Both hit.
Okay, so
That's one of them that hits. Because that's with disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
okay, so then I need to roll twice then.
Yep.
Okay, we'll still
Oh
hit.
wow. Yep, both hit definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so so I can either try to knock this thing prone or push it 15 feet away with me in
I don't
it.
know. Will it
I'm
be
not sure
able to
either
fall
of those
prone?
things will help.
Well, if it's prone, does it mean it's not grappling her anymore, or does it make her go prone as well?
Bone water.
That's why I'm like, I feel like it would be immune to being prone.
yeah. Let me double check. It might be. Yep,
What
it
are
is.
you
It's immune to
talking
being
about?
prone. So I mean,
Okay,
you could.
then I'm just gonna try to push it. I'm gonna try to push it off.
Take it to sea. Oh my gosh.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I want to try to push it 15 feet.
Boo.
Okay.
There we go. That's more like it. Boo everybody's puns.
Oh, oops.
The pun's just beginning.
Yeah, so it's just that first one.
Yeah. So it's 9 plus 6. So
So it's
4
7
plus
damage.
3, 7.
no, it's 8 because it's two separate attacks. So wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah,
be 7.
so 4
Yeah.
plus 3.
So yeah, 15 feet out into the ocean.
And yeah,
Oh my gosh.
takes you with him.
So that's a thing.
Saori,
Bye,
Okay. Bye,
you
Saori.
are just go into the ocean. So so what is this? How does this happen? What does this look like?
I think it literally looks like like she does her like dinky 3 damage with her quarterstaff, and then she just like focuses and concentrates like on her hands. Her hands like start to like, glow because of the magic of ki or whatever, you know, all that jazz. And she just like does like a punch kind of thing, and
So
it
you
just,
water bend yourself out into the
right into the ocean.
Sure. So you guys just see this wave elemental just like flop back like a wave does, and like goes like the motion it makes is like a wave like going out into the ocean, and then suddenly it's just in the water, but Saori like goes with it.
Oh, jeez.
So Yi, what do you do?
I'm gonna try and do some CPR on Grett to get the water out of his lungs.
All right, you want to do a medicine check?
Aw, I was looking up a gnomish wizard to see how that would play.
It's fine.
It's DC 10, right?
Yeah,
I don't. Is it the same as death save?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10.
I think
Okay.
it's 10.
So you're stabilized now. I used my healing potion on a monk, so I can't help you with that.
I don't wait.
But-
Actually, I have a scroll of clairvoyance.
Cool.
That's about all I have. In terms of
Okay.
things on my purse.
So I'll do that, and then I'd like to use my movement and bonus action to kind of hide somewhere. Is there a good place to hide?
Yeah, you could hide in like the stairwell right here.
Okay, I wanna hide there.
Okay, yeah, make a stealth check.
This is gonna be +2 to whatever. 17.
Okay, cool.
Eh.
Yeah,
Decent.
sounds good. Yeah, so you just like hike it over the railing into this stairwell. Gregor. So you just saw Saori water vent herself into the ocean.
Is there any like ropes that are like on the? Oh, I guess everything got blown up. Like the water just destroyed the whole side of the
Yeah,
ship.
the railing is like pretty torn up. Yeah.
Is my rope still sitting there from?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and chuck it into the water where she was.
Okay, yeah, try to life raft. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good. So you just like make a lasso, like swinging around your
Yeah.
head. Just
Mhm.
make a dexterity check.
Dexterity. That's not seem right.
Yeah, I don't think it lands where you want it to. It lands like just short. So you can reel it in again and like try it again next turn.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So you just kind of like reel it in again.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to move it all or?
Yeah, I want to move up. I'm gonna move just to the like right about. Yeah, I'll move to right here.
All right, sounds good. So
Yeah.
what? You just like yell over like,
Yeah,
"Don't worry, we'll get you."
we're working on it.
Oh man. Well, it's the water elemental's turn, so you're gonna take 2d8 plus 4 damage again. So you take 10 damage, Saori, as you're being drowned by this thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
The captain goes down with our ship.
All right, he recharged that ability too, so you can do it next turn.
Okay, my question is, when is the ship gonna be able to get out of this vortex?
Let's see.
Because
Go
you
straight.
said after a couple rounds it would. So
I think it's pretty close. Like I think next 2 rounds from now it will like peter out. But so this is the thing. I think you very quickly like go like here. Cause that's the way like the ocean works in a vortex. So like you very quickly like go a place you don't want to go. You get swept along in the ocean current.
Okay.
So now the elemental is gonna punch you a few times.
okay.
Ooh. And it had
yeah.
advantage, so...
Oh god. Goodbye, Saori.
Oh my gosh!
Holy crap! How much is that?
That's a lot. That's 31.
31. Okay. Well,
And then
it didn't completely KO me, but it was. Oh, is that including?
Yup. It's also that, so that's 46. It did 46 damage to you.
I die automatically.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Bye, Saori.
Oh no!
oh my gosh.
And Caleb kills another character.
Ah!
Emily, you're next.
So, So you know what I think happens?
Captain's dead.
Yeah.
He's second command.
Okay. So I think what happens is we see
I knew that
Saori.
was gonna happen the moment I did that, but I'm like hoping that everyone else can escape.
Oh my gosh.
So what do we see in Saori's final moments? Like, what does this look like?
I mean, she's literally just like underwater, like trying to like wrestle this thing to like try to like get up, you know, above water. And I think
we hear Love Song by Sarah Bareilles playing.
We see glowing like
Head underwater, and they tell me to breathe easy for a while. Breathing gets harder, even I know that.
But I think after a moment, she just, you know, as she's like struggling, I think she just realizes that she's not going to make it out alive. That she had like this piece that like, okay, well, hopefully my sacrifice will be enough for them to get away. And then she just dies.
So pure.
So what happens
She's a
is...
very pure-hearted person.
Yeah, no.
We do not deserve her.
So what happens is we see the vortex just swallow Saori and the water elemental with her. It just goes into the ocean again. And then the ship makes its way out into like past the vortex. And I think in a matter of like 10 minutes, the sky is completely clear. The vortex is gone. It suddenly starts raining. The stars come out. It's so quick that like everyone's kind of like a little taken back. I think all those sailors are just like staring out into the ocean as like it's so we get a shot, right, like of just like it's suddenly dead silent, and the ship is just like slowly going along, tattered and torn, like there's holes in the sails, and it's just like floating along really peacefully, the piece of the grave, but peacefully all the same. And the like basically just all of Saori's sailors are just like staring out over the railing. And I think Klaus, he kind of like stumbles out of this cabin right here, and he says, "What happened?"
By the way, when do I wake up?
1d4 hours. So, an hour, 50 minutes from now.
Still out.
Yeah. So he like looks at you, Yi, and he just says, "What happened?"
Well, he says that, and I'm busy going to wherever Clement is, and I kind of like, how tall is he? He's pretty tall because he's an Azamar, right?
Yeah. Well, so Clement, yeah. So you're just not even paying attention to Klaus at all?
No, my first reaction would be going to him after I like saw Saori get taken away, and I just kind of go to him and I go, like, if he's standing near a wall, I walk on the wall so I can shake his shoulders for dramatic effect while I say this to him.
Well, so that's the thing. He's been in the doorway the whole time. He stumbled out with you, right? But then just stayed right at the doorway, like, and watched the whole thing. So he's just like he's like staring, kind of. No, I think actually he's his eyes are closed right now, and he's just kind of like head bowed, like in the doorway.
Just kind of go like, "How could you let this happen?"
And he looks up, and he has tears in his eyes, and he says, "Have you ever heard the story of Jonah, Yi?"
I don't need to hear about a story right now. Our captain just died. And you knew something was going to happen, and you did nothing about it.
He kind of like wipes away a tear. He says, "I did what I could. Saori made a choice. The man Jonah, I
start walking on.
Yeah, he kind of just like chuckles to himself, like almost like nervously. Not nervously, like kind of like exasperatedly, I guess. He's like a little miffed that he just walked away. And he says, he kind of like just shakes his head. He says, "There must be a sacrifice," just to himself. And then we cut to our next break. So we'll be back with some more Terra Nullius right after this. Stick around.
Mm.